Today's video is our road trip from the coast at Yeppon to Winton in far west outback Queensland. We'll show you where we stop and some of the highlights along the way. We visit the Coal Mining Museum at Blackwater, a unique mining town, then to Emerald, a significant town in central Queensland. We take a day out at Rubyvale amongst the gemstones, then off to Barcaldine, the birthplace of the Australian Union movement, before arriving at Winton. Our first stop is the Blackwater Coal Mining Museum. Blackwater is regarded as Queensland's coal capital, making it the perfect home to this iconic Australian coal mining museum. It's open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It showcases over 20 interactive exhibits that explore the past, present and future of Australian coal mining industry. The Blackwater Open Cut Coal Mine is one of the largest producing metallurgical coal mine in Queensland. It's situated 73 kilometres southeast of Emerald on the traditional lands of the Gangula people. Operating since 1967, the Blackwater Mine has a strike length of 80 kilometres and is one of 9 metallurgical coal mines in Queensland's Bowen Basin. The Blackwater Mine produces predominantly low ash, low sulphur metallurgical coal, as well as high energy thermal coal. Find the founder of the mine, Donald Lovett Fraser. It's worth Googling his story, very interesting character. The museum has a number of sections which are displayed here. We'll just wander around and run footage for you to check it out.
Is installed in coal mines to pump out water. Newcommen's engine becomes a mainstay of the coal mining industry, allowing more coal to be mined and is used for the next 3/4 of a century. The Industrial Revolution begins in Britain in the 1700s and later spreads to Europe, North America and Japan. It is the coming of the Industrial Revolution that leads to the large-scale use of coal, as the steam engine takes over from the water wheel as the primary means of powering industry. In 1801, Australia's first coal mining settlement is established at the mouth of the Hunter River, New South Wales.
Tours of the Whitehaven Blackwater Mine have been suspended since COVID. Staff are hoping they'll be resumed sometime in the future. 77 kilometres from Blackwater, we travel to Emerald. Emerald is a town and locality in the Central Highlands region. It's situated on the Noga River. Emerald serves as a major service centre for the region's extensive agricultural and mining industries. We spent 2 nights there. We took a trip from there out to Rubyvale. Emerald got its name from a lush green hill, emerald in colour, located just north of the town called Emerald Downs Hill. Emerald was established in 1879. Emerald used to be a major sunflower producer, which might explain why the town is now home to the world's biggest Van Gogh sunflower painting, measuring 25 metres high. The masterpiece can be found on an easel in Warton Park at the western end of Claremont Street. Today we are off to Rubyvale, 60 kilometres from Emerald. In hindsight, we should have taken the van, as there is free camping there at the Miners' Heritage Museum. Rubyvale is set in the heart of the Sapphire gemfields. Rubyvale's sapphire mining dates back to 1891. The Sapphire gemfields is one of the world's largest sapphire fields and takes in the township of Anarchy, Rubyvale, Sapphire and Willow gemfields. The Miners' Heritage shop is well priced with an extensive collection of gems. You can go here, or there's many other places where you can purchase a bucket of stones and sift through them, hopefully finding some sapphires. We took the underground mine tour. It was nice and cool. It was very informative. Sapphire mining had many challenges. There are numerous mines and shops selling some pretty amazing stones. I recommend taking a day out at Rubyvale. Travelling in outback Queensland wasn't quite what I expected. I'd lived in Townsville, been out to Mount Isa, where it's very flat and boring, but no, from Emerald out to Winton, there's some quite nice country. We now arrive at Barcaldine, around 280 kilometres from Rubyvale. This is one very interesting town. Its main street has a couple of very old pubs and buildings. Barcaldine played a role in the Australian labour movement. In 1891, it was one of the focal points of the Australian shearer strike. The landmark tree of knowledge under which the strikers met stood outside the railway station. 2006, persons unknown poisoned the tree with herbicides, which led to its demise and subsequent replacement. One of the other major attractions to this town is the Australian Workers' Heritage Centre, which was opened in 1991 as a museum to pay tribute to Australian workers. Another bit of interesting history is the sea-pattern windmill. The windmill was built by Sidney Williams of Rockhampton in 1917, one of the first free-flowing bores in Queensland. Barcaldine has a population of just over 1,500 people. Not a large town, but there are plenty of tourists passing through, so it's quite a busy main street. We now arrive at Winton and we're staying at a free camp called the Long Water Hole. It's a great little billabong, very scenic, lots of people there. It's just first in, first serve. If you can get by the water, that's extra nice, but not always available. Morning. Good, mate. Even though Winton's a small town, it has two seriously large institutions. The Waltzing Matilda Centre, which we'll take you through in a moment, and of course the Dinosaur Museum out 20 minutes from Winton. Check out our other video on that. It's excellent. As you enter the museum, the first thing you come across on the left is the Waltzing Matilda song, the story of it, and with examples of different recordings and memorabilia. Very interesting.
In its place, a sense of well-being, looking out over rain-soaked fields.
This slide gives you a background to the different terminology in the Waltzing Matilda song, like the coolabah tree and waltz and jumbuck and so forth.
I'm sure what happened with Banjo Patterson and Waltzing Matilda happened in the realm of the spirit. Against obstacles of droughts, monsoon rains,
It's effective.
rewarded by a land of plenty and the strength of the township. This was Banjo Patterson's whole trick. The song is the ghost of the swagman, and 100 years later we still hear it as loud as ever.
Thanks for joining us on our tour from the coast to the outback, Queensland. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and we'd appreciate if you would subscribe.